Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday's reading. Of course, you know me as Stan the Shadow Seeker, and we are doing a tarot reading for the beautiful collective that I channel into every week. We're continuing this beautiful schedule of doing three readings per week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the remainder of the 2025 year. And I do hope that everyone has found something that has truly connected with the readings that we have done so far. We still have a few more to go, so I'm super excited to see what comes out here. And so, just to dive into this particular reading, again, we're continuing this trend where I'm only using the tarot. So, I don't feel guided to use any oracle cards whatsoever, and we will conclude the reading with a Rumi quote. Again, this is not copying Infinity style for those of you that do follow her channel at Magnetize Yourself. She is definitely very, very gifted in her gifts. So if anything connects there with you, I definitely recommend using your intuition to receive the personal messages that come out because she has such a profound gift. But before we actually draw the first card here, I am feeling a very, very powerful, strong thread of energy. And I don't feel like this actually is going to connect with everybody in the collective. I feel like this is actually, sorry, there was something in the background, so I had to edit that out. But I believe the last thing that I said was there is this strong thread of energy, and it doesn't feel like it's going to connect with everybody. It feels like this really is very specific to only a small group of people in the collective. So I definitely recommend using your intuition for what truly connects with you in a personal way with what comes out in this reading. So don't try to make anything fit. If nothing fits for you, you're more than welcome to skip this video and look forward to the next video on Friday or return to some of the old readings. All of the readings are meant to be timeless. So, with that said, this particular energy, it feels like some sort of heavy conflict type of energy, and it feels really internal. And this is before I'm shuffling. So, let's just see what first comes out here. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in the upright position. So, as I take a moment to really sit and really feel this energy from this card, there are smaller threads of energy that are coming up with this card. So, I'm sensing a bruised ego. I'm sensing a lot of defensiveness, someone really wanting the last word when it comes to something, and something where somebody is feeling really misunderstood. There's a lot of internalized resentment or regret. So, a lot of this battling energy that's happening right now, it's not really happening out loud. It's really happening in the mind, in the nervous system. And there's also these other threads of energy where there's a lot of overthinking, a lot of desire to protect oneself, to be right about something. There's this guilt intertwined with pride. There's a lot of stubbornness. So someone is really struggling with their own shadow right now, and it's really spilling over into their relationships. Now, a lot of this feels really romantic for some reason. It really feels like there is some great like misdeed or mishap that's really going on right now where there's a lot of aggression, there's a lot of internal conflict, and it really feels very heavy. Someone's feeling really disconnected. Someone is really trying to protect their pride. And there's a lot of this energy of someone that doesn't want to admit hurt or wrong. They don't want to show vulnerability. They are isolating themselves and they're not really opening up right now. So if this is you that we're speaking of right now, honestly, it's really heavy energies that I'm feeling, really lower vibrational energies. And there's a bit of escapism that I'm also feeling with this. So it really feels like a part of you if this is connecting for you, is really trying to escape in the physical and you're really trying to escape in your mind. You're really trying to bring certain things to the surface that can really distract you from what is really going on physically in the 3D world. Whether that's immersing yourself into lower vibrational habits like gambling, addiction, drinking, that sort of thing, or really just disconnecting from the world altogether. It's just this really strong sense of heaviness that's happening right now. Okay, we have the Judgment card reversed, which is a card I haven't seen in quite a while in any reading. So, this is actually painting more of a clear picture here. So, this is definitely a conflict that can't be avoided right now. And a lot of this actually may be a lot of karmic, internal, reflective type of energy that I'm actually really sensing and seeing right now. So there's a lot of refusing to take accountability. There's a lot of refusing to see the truth. By the way, I hope I mentioned that it's the Judgment card reversed. And I do sense a lot of karmic energy that's happening right here. So this does feel very specific to the people that are in some sort of relationship, but there's some sort of awakening that has happened in some sort of connection. And this awakening, it feels as if someone here doesn't want to see or admit the truth about something or some sort of pattern that they are refusing to release. And it's almost like this awakening moment is something that has been avoided or you're trying to avoid. And you're doing so by trying to escape that particular type of energy because it's something that spirit actually is orchestrating for you. It's trying to give you a wake up call about something in a particular connection. And it does feel very romantic, this particular connection, but whatever it is, you're trying to avoid it. So someone is really fighting a battle that spirit really has already actually told you that you need to walk away from. And so this conflict is actually really continuing because you're really refusing to see the truth about yourself and the connection that you're actually in. And so this is like a karmic like choking point. I know it sounds really weird to say that, but the reason why judgment came out here is because you're really ignoring your intuition. You're really blocking your own evolution by holding on to something that you need to let go of. And by doing that, it's really actually creating sort of like a tower moment for you where something actually is going to be collapsing and it's going to be out of your hands. It's going to be something that spirit actually is orchestrating where you will have to release this particular person or this pattern connected to this particular person. So ultimately, you are resisting a divine call, so to speak, from spirit. And again, in doing so, this actually is creating a tower moment that spirit is orchestrating where you will have to notice the signs or actually acknowledge what it is you need to let go of concerning this particular connection. Okay, so there is no surprise here that we have the Tower card in the upright position. So this is definitely an unavoidable moment here. This is not punishment from spirit, but it's definitely an interruption where spirit is really ending something. And it's going to be manifested in a plethora of ways that I sense, where a truth may be exposed, a sudden emotional shift, someone truly walking away, someone really hitting a wall, or this realization that cannot be unseen. So it's really a course correction. It's really a collapse of something that has not been built on a stable foundation. And so this is all being orchestrated here. And it is something that, since you're not willing to really rise with this, that spirit is going to make something rise for you. And so when this hits, it may not be something that you're quite ready for. I feel like I've said that before in a previous reading, but This is definitely something that you're not going to be ready for, but it's something that spirit will know that it is meant to happen when it actually comes to you. And so, with that said, we have death reversed. So, someone's really clinging to what is really already over. They're really resisting change, clinging to old ways of being. There's a lot of stagnation, and there's a lot of staying in a situation that has really truly ended, whether that's spiritually, emotionally, or physically. Someone is really holding on to an old idea, excuse me, an old identity or some sort of old paradigm or this old story. It's like, even though the karma, like the soul contract or karmic part of the soul contract is over, it's like you still can't let go. It's like the cycle really is over, but you keep trying to live in it. And spirit is really expanding you out of this. And again, it's not for punishment, it's for the betterment of you. Now we have the Eight of Cups upright. And so this is like liberation here. So this is you actually choosing peace over chaos, leaving these old cycles, seeking emotional truth, seeking spiritual maturity, and really honoring your inner compass. So, this is you actually really releasing. This is you choosing self respect, choosing growth over familiarity. You're not trying to fix something that won't change. You're not trying to continue to engage in these type of old paradigms that you have expanded out of intuitively already. So this is really like a breakthrough. Now, I do want to see what happens because this is not definite. Like, we all have free will. So we all can make our own choices. We can all make up our mind. So, based on this current energy, let's see exactly what will happen if you choose the latter, if you choose to stay in that particular cycle. Okay, and we have more powerful energy here because we have a lot of major arcana. So, we have the High Priestess reversed. And it's paired here with the Hierophant upright. And we also have the Hermit upright as well. So it's very clear if you don't choose the best path for you, for your highest good. If you decide to, based on this current energy, not expand when you should, which would be the current moment now in the present moment, your intuition is going to be shutting down. You're going to be feeling very clouded. Things are going to be feeling very numb, confusing, and a lot of signs that you might get, that inner voice, it's going to be drowned out by fear, routine, attachment. You really actually lose the highest potential of yourself. You really become very disconnected from your intuition, your spiritual gifts, whatever they may be. You start misreading signs. You really stay stuck in illusion. So it's like you really disconnect from the divine feminine energy, and everything just looks and feels so stagnant and so confusing because you choose to stay in repeating the same cycles, the same lessons. And this is because you really feel comfortable. Again, if you choose this path where you would rather stay in the comfort zone instead of expanding, you rather settle for stability instead of growth, and you really resist spiritual evolution. And what will happen is this major illusion of stagnation that's really disguised as some sort of loyalty or tradition, as if you need to stay to make it work somehow. But spirit is actually really urging you against that. It's really urging you to expand and choose higher for yourself. Choose something that is actually more aligned and a lot better for your highest potential. And that's going to look very different for everybody in the collective. Now, with the hermit here, if you stay, you'll actually really end up feeling very alone. but it won't be in a very healthy way. It'll be a lot of forced solitude, a lot of internal withdrawal, a lot of detaching. You'll feel very spiritually isolated. There'll be a lot of emotional loneliness, even when you're physically present. So it's really almost like this feeling of floating outside of your body, in a sense, is what it feels like. And there's just this major consequence of really feeling emotionally burnt out, really not showing up in the best possible light. And it's just really this major detachment, as if you're really detaching from your true self, from your true being. Now, this isn't all from this external energy that we've also been feeding into in this reading. This is actually very internal. So, whatever that external person may do to sort of trigger these events, all of this is actually happening very internally, because you're really actually disconnecting from yourself. You're disconnecting from your internal being of who you are, the imprint, the blueprint of who you are. And so, in doing that, it's just going to cause a lot more chaos and a lot more karmic cycles. And so, our final cards are advice from spirit on what it is you should do. And it's a very clear, direct message. We have the Queen of Swords reversed, we have the Ten of Cups upright, and we also have the Two of Swords reversed. So, really, once you stop fighting yourself and stop resisting your truth, the path really becomes clear and emotional happiness returns, because really what the advice from spirit is, it's to stop analyzing the pain, to stop overthinking things, to stop replaying the conflict in your mind, to really detach from that. And you already know what choice you need to make. Hopefully, this reading will give you some sort of confirmation of that choice. But your emotional fulfillment, your peace, your happiness, it returns to you on the other side of a difficult decision. And so the decision is up to you, because we all have free will. We all can choose what we want to do, and we can choose the best path that makes us happy or makes us fulfilled or content, whatever that may look like for you. So, this reading is just really meant to expose what it is that is causing the conflict here, or at least for you to acknowledge that there is something that you need to acknowledge as far as an issue or major concern within a relationship. So, with that said, we are going to conclude the reading here, and we are going to conclude with a small quote from Rumi. And the quote says, "Why are you so busy with this or that, or good or bad? Pay attention to how things blend." So that is where we leave Wednesday's reading. I do want to thank everyone for extending their high vibrational energy to the reading. Again, I do feel this reading is very specific only to individuals that are dealing with a relationship circumstance. It did feel primarily romantic, but it may also blend in with other relationship dynamics, whether that's family, whether that's friends, a high level soulmate, whatever that may look like for you. I do truly hope something here connects for you, and I am hoping for the best in terms of whatever this relationship dynamic is for you. I definitely want to extend a very happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving on Thursday. I do hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and I will see you in Friday's reading.